Did you know that you, as a human being, have the ability to transform, transmute, or transcend energy? This is emotion, energy, and motion. This is a very important subject of all aspects and orientations in our daily reality, from stimulus individual responses to our actions, inactions, and reactions to causality, cause and effect. Like the rippling of water, everything we do has a vibration. It's what we do, not who we are, but what we are and do every second of every moment in our living reality. We transcend, we transmute, and we transform potential energy into kinetic energy, energy in motion. To what end or purpose? Not for happiness nor fulfillment, but to fill our hearts with joy. Joy is our connecting line to the creator of our universe. Live life through the eyes of a child in joy and wonder. A very powerful law of our universe in thermodynamics states, energy cannot be created nor destroyed. It can only be transformed. We must be very careful with our sentiments, feelings, senses, and sensations. What do I mean by that? We are all going through ascension symptoms. What you're ascending to is just that, fear. Fear can be used to amplify and control, but you must know that fear is neutral. It is the root of all emotions and is malleable, transformable, and transactional. The initial aspect of transactional fear in a human body has 3 orientations before it can transform: fight, flight, or unconsciousness. At the point of unconsciousness, we cannot make a rational decision, so the decision is made instantly by our free will. See our free will episode for more on that. So what we need to understand first is Earth is part of a solar system, a cluster of constellations that are part of our Milky Way galaxy, which is a part of a universe that is part of a cosmos, which is all part of greater Akasha. Our universe, the one we're talking about today, is one of the 9 greater verses in our cosmos. 96% of our universe is made out of antimatter, which in layman terms is fear. Now bear with me here and keep an open mind about fear, as it is more than what we've been led to believe. So much more. Fear, ether, or antimatter makes up 96% of our universe. Fear is the 0 point of the nucleus of the emotions. Fear is needed to ignite the fire to take action. The word fear has been given a bad rap. Fear is necessary in all of life. When someone comes around the corner and scares you, you feel that fear strike your heart, sending a shockwave down through your root tailbone to your knees. In that moment, your body doesn't know what to do, so it shocks your system with this fear. Will you faint, scream and run, or will you attack? Another example would be someone walking into a surprise party. Fear would be struck, scared by the initial outburst. If that someone was pleasantly surprised in the party, the fear would be transformed into joy. So you can see how that initial shock, the neutral point of our emotions, must be struck for action to be taken. It is up to the individual's response which way that energy will be transformed. We can only control 100% of ourselves and 0% of our environment. We are responsible for our actions, so understanding our emotions is so very important. We can choose to act in a destructive way, a constructive way, or a passive way. When transformation occurs, it is called reaction, and it will go one way or another, being scared or being afraid. So let's see how we transform this antimatter from the initial shock, fear, which is neutral. Where does that energy go after we have a stimulus individual response of our neutral orientation? Let's look at anger specifically first. With passive anger, you may get depressed, sad, making no decision, which we know is like being a little less alive. Constructive anger, we are being decisive with integrity and calmness. To use anger as a win-win situation, going out and taking care of our needs for ourselves, being assertive, knowing what you like and what you don't like, adhering to your own principles you've set up for yourself. This could be a passionate anger where joy is being fueled into the situation because it is something you're so passionate about. Destructive anger is aggressive. Aggression is a destructive decision to use anger for a win-lose situation, hurting others in order to feel better about yourself by dumping your anger onto them. In doing this, we hurt not only the person, but their aura is also being attacked. The aura is the boundary to keep all of our bodies together. Pointing fingers is like sending fire darts at someone's aura. We must be respectful of each other's space, their aura, and all of their bodies: the soul, the free will, the physical body, the emotions, the spirit, the mind, and the ego. Stress is energy that's outside of our body. This is something that we would transmute. Transcending hurt from outside to inside you will become fear. If we are hurt by a news story or another emotional story from outside of us, if we allow that to come inside of us and inside of our boundaries, it can become fear inside. Now let's look at how this would look with anxiety. Where does that energy go after we have a stimulus individual response of our neutral orientation, fear to anxiety? We would look at constructive anxiety could be turned into courage. Destructive would be shown in self-mutilation or hurting yourself, putting yourself in a situation where you're knowingly going to harm yourself. That can be many, many different ways. Passive would be avoidance or impulsiveness. That impulsiveness, though, can jog you back to the courage and help you get out of a situation. Again, we can only control 100% of ourselves and 0% of our environment and others around us. Those that linger in destructive or passive anger too long can lead to regret and resentment, guilt, depression, which can lead to physical blood disorders. Those that linger in destructive or passive anxiety too long can lead to shame and worry, blame, impulsiveness, and addictions, which can lead to neurological disorders. Quell the chaos of the emotions, and ye shall have order in life. Order brought forth from chaos will bring thee the word of the source, and thee the power of cycles, and make of thy soul a force that free will extend through the ages, a perfect sun from the source. Do we feed constructiveness for the betterment of others, or destructiveness for the detriment of others? Just like humans need oxygen and nitrogen to breathe, deities need fear or ether to breathe, as it ignites the fire within them, that spirit that generates life. Fear and nitrogen igniting our lungs and kidneys with life. Love activates harmony, which is the song of our divine creator, the thread of the universe. Love is the opposite of fear. Think magnetic effect. Fear is even an igniter of love. When we talk about the song of our divine creator, think of what Nikola Tesla stated. If you want to find the secrets of the universe, think in terms of energy, frequency, and vibration. Our entire Uni-Verse is made out of sound, frequencies, and vibrations. Sound creates light. We must be cautious with our words, for word is sound, frequency, and vibration, the creation of our universe. Be in this moment, for now is what matters. Matter in Maya means dream or illusion. So you see, everything is sound. The songs in our universe. Tune into love, which activates harmony, joy, synchronicity, and serendipity. Flow into this harmonic song, into our divine fate, for the harmony of this immaculate love is flowing in and through all things. Everything is connected. The emotions are very powerful and are a key ingredient in creation. Our emotions create thought, intent, the nucleus of the free will, and emotion, powerful ingredients for amazing creations. Fear must be struck in order for inspired action to be taken. The whole trick with the emotions is learning how to transfer lower vibrational emotions into constructive passions by being assertive. Learning to explore all past emotions, triggers, and memories to be able to go through these emotions the proper way so we can forgive others, forgive ourselves, and be able to release these past traumas finally and be free. This exploring our shadow self or doing shadow work is knowing your soul and all of the entities that make you you. Quell the chaos of the emotions, and you shall have order in life. Once we've been able to remember how to flow with the movement of the emotions and use them for constructive purposes instead of destructive ones, life will become so much smoother. Manifestations will happen faster as your pure intent and constructive motions increase the momentum of the energy for blessings to be returned. Abundance. This is where we also pull the sacred sexual energy, the kundalini. The emotions fire up all these energies through pure intent combined with friction, electricity, and momentum. Boom! We have the fastest, purest way to bring things into creation. Do you see the amazing connection between everything? Absolutely everything is connected. We are all of source of our divine creator, receptors for our source of being, experiencing life in all expressions, all emotions of our entire being, our individualized uniqueness, all of one body, walking each other home within the crystalline flow.